Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Heir of Clan Angren here, and yes, we are fighting ourselves another quest battle. This one is against the Green Tide. Not the Green Tide, but the Green Tide, so make sure you remember. Sly Crooked. And he is crooked. I mean, like a politician, no one more crooked. I mean, and just check out that pointy nose and the red eyes, too. Doesn't get any more crooked than that, folks. Let's see what we're up against. By the way, welcome back to the campaign. Hope y'all are enjoying it.
The lost vault of Angrund is within reach. Are we going to let these trespassers get away with their sneaky shenanigans? Do we let them steal the treasure and valuables which belong to the Angrund clan by right? No! We do not! Let the grudge be settled. Let vengeance begin! Roar!
Alright, well, guess we better settle the grudge. Let's take care of business here. So yesterday, and if you all didn't catch the video, which you don't have to, but just mentioning, I did cover the updates which were announced for Tzeentch, or the Changelings faction. So those updates are out there. The video's up on my channel. I have a link in the video if you want to go straight to the source and see what CA covered there. It is there. I'm gonna get my army set up here. I want to have pretty standard formation for what I've been using during the campaign. I don't expect the greenskins to have a lot of magic attacks, so I am going to be placing a good number of my leaders out front, even the ethereal ones, because they provide some terror and some leadership buffs and some much needed melee strength. And then I think we just need our Grudge Thrower. And speaking of Grudge Thrower, I don't see any enemy artillery, which is good. Let's go ahead and start the battle here. I'm going to tell my Grudge Thrower to target the Goblin Archers. And looks like the greenskins are kind of moving up. We should have a nice choke point here, where it'll be difficult, I think, for the greenskins to get around us. I'm going to kind of spread my line out a little bit wider. I definitely want Belegar up front as well. Okay, there we go. I'm going to start picking at that giant with my engineer hero here. I'm going to buff up his capabilities as best I can here. Ooh, that was a nice shot. Took a big old chunk out of him. Alright, they are shooting at my engineer. I can just, yeah, okay, I have Bugmans here opening fire. I'm going to move forward just a little bit to give them just that little bit of extra range. Night Goblin Archers really have terrible range, which is fortunate for me, and you can see they don't do hardly any damage to my ethereal unit. We are doing nice damage to that giant, though. And the Grudge Thrower is always pretty effective against archer formations. I'm going to use this Thane to try and ward off those Goblin Wolf Chariots. And now the Goblin Archers are going to move up and try to waylay my hammers. And I'm going to attempt to put a stop to that. They always target your hammers because they don't have shields. I'm gonna come and intercept this group. Okay, so we've done good damage there. Time to start targeting the giant, and I'm gonna do some Marked by Ulthar action here. We got him. So the giant should drop very, very quickly now.
Nothing can stop us!
Those trolls ran right into the Warriors of Dragonfire Pass, which means they're gonna be getting taken up by... Okay, no magic attacks, so we're good. Alright, we have enemies headed on our flank. I'm gonna turn to face this new threat, and we've already got them on our way over here. Fortunately, these are Bugmans. I'm not thrilled about the idea of them getting... I'm gonna drop this, move forward a little bit here. Alright, come on back. I was a little bit slow to react to that. flank attack, but we should be okay. They're gonna get some squigs around me here as well, which is frustrating. But our bugmans will actually hold together pretty well. Alright, no magic attacks on those units, so we should be good. I'm gonna pull my hammers back out this way. Kind of start to spread out some of my protection here. Alright, let's get our hammers started. I don't know how much good it's gonna do, but I'm gonna turn some of these bugmans and attempt to face these reinforcements that are harassing us. Okay. Things are looking good here. Got my hammers rolling in. Belegar's still kind of hanging out up front, helping me. It's not the prettiest battle, but as you can see, the greenskin troops here are just not really quite up to task in terms of overpowering us. And I should be able to let's drop this rune over here and help our guys fight off these reinforcements better. Our hammers push back this attack over here in a big hurry. Again, not shocked. So, despite my somewhat sloppy positioning, we were just the superior army here because this quest battle, I think, happens somewhat early on. This hammer got tagged up a little bit because it had to take on so many squigs and trolls, but still did quite well, all things considered. I'm gonna turn another unit that direction. Got another mark by Ulthar up here. Let's pass on the pain. Those squig hoppers want a piece of me. It's not ideal to have them charge my hammers because they are anti-armor and anti-infantry, but they're not gonna last. You can see there the Ulthar's raiders sinking their teeth into them. I put an attack order out on those trolls, and then go ahead and drop the leadership on some of these units. Fire up the Zuffbar 42-pounders. We're chasing off their, these guys are actually quite a ways off over here. That's not ideal, but I think the battle's almost over, so should be good. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's it. So we finish this one up. We'll pick up another piece of equipment for Belegar. At least I think so. Yeah, that's the end of that one. So, good success for us. Good success. All right, we're gonna snag the extra oath gold from that battle. Should be a nice little bit. Now remember, we can produce both the old guard's tankard, and I think the other one is the Iron Warden's tankard, which we want plenty of. So I'm gonna continue to build up some oath gold. Looks like we have 400 now, actually, which should give me 2 more of those nice magic items. So let's head to the forge, and I think it was... Where was it? Liquid fortification, yeah, right here. So the Iron Warden's tankard. We're gonna go ahead and grab 2 of those. So these are really, really handy because they heal your single entity characters. Extremely handy piece of equipment. And speaking of handy piece of equipment, we should probably have them fully on our units who are up here in battle. As tempting as it is to put them on my ethereal units because it will give them a lot of protection. These guys are the ones who are up here fighting the war right now with the Tomb Kings, so we want to make sure they're protected. Let's see here. We got the old guards tankards. Where are the empty ones? Alright, here's the Iron Warden tankard. Oh, I didn't make any more old guard tankards for now, but yeah, we got the Iron Warden tankard. I actually have a potion of healing here, so we'll go ahead and drop, or sorry, we have to have one or the other. Honestly, like, I think I'm just gonna take the Iron Warden's tankard on this guy because it is kind of a constant heal versus it's only kind of a single use on the other. Let's take a look at this Thane, get into his details. He does already have an Iron Warden's tankard, so that's good news. So that army has, oh, we didn't check the Lord, but I'm pretty sure I already got it, the Lord. Yeah, he's got the Talisman Endurance and the Iron Warden tankard. And then here we've got both, so that's a great setup for that Thane. And good setup here for the Lord. And we need the setup here, so let's go ahead and drop that Iron Warden's tankard right there. And then let's scooch up through here and see what else we can provide. Might as well throw the Dawnstone on here. Prospector's Pickaxe, which is going to give the nice sundering attacks. And that should do... We need armor. I just don't really have much, but we got that Charm Shield. So that'll work, and that makes me now then, since those guys are about as well set as I can have them be for the moment, I kind of want to come back and look at these ethereal characters. These will be good ones to get to next, so we need to make more Iron Warden tankards. We are out for now, but we did have that Potion of Healing, which would be an incredibly powerful item for one of these guys, so I'm going to stick it on there. So that'll be good. We do have some skill points that we want to take care of while we're here, and I will do so. Let's see what our Rune of Grimnir is always a good one because that missile resistance. Obstinacy is a good one because we're not going to lose vigor, but I'm going to go ahead and put that into Woundmaker for now. And let's swing over here for more of these skill points.
To battle?
Not a whole lot we can do still on these ethereal units because we've kind of gone past the point of useful like combat upgrades. So we'll just spend those points wherever we can because we might as well at this point kind of max out our characters. At this point we want to make sure we're getting Mentor anytime it allows us to. And then other than that, it doesn't really matter where you drop them. It's just kind of whatever you prefer. See our Lord here. It's looking good. We've got... Let's finish up Tactician. That's a good one for all of our armies. And then...
For the wisdom of Belegar.
Finish up Training.
Can I help you?
We got Inquiring Mind here. Inquiring Mind is a good one.
For the wisdom
and then this Thane can pick up Deadly Onslaught. We got another Thane skill point here. We'll get Foe Seeker. Then we can unlock the Zufbar 42 pounders there. Alright, so we got a lot of skill points taken care of. We got a Lord that hasn't moved this turn. So we're going to catch them up. And then let's go see. We've got a good amount of cash in the treasury here. Let's go take a look at our settlements and see what it is that we should build. There is a landmark building here, but it is a level 5. So we can't build it yet. Which means we might ought to just spend our money here to get that extra bit of growth. Some happiness there. We've got defenses we can build. Those are always handy. That gemstone mine needs to be built as well. In fact, I'm going to build it first because the defenses are kind of secondary there. I might build this building once I get the money on the next turn. It says I still have some buildings available, and we probably do. But let's go ahead and end this turn. We're making over 20,000 gold per turn, which is rather insane. Right, so we got through the turn end. It looks like I have an army in position to continue the fight against Archon's faction, so we're going to push forward. If we can shred through these guys, we can then come to help ourselves to Sylvania, which we kind of need to destroy to meet the campaign objectives. That's one of them here, so I'm going to go ahead and just occupy this settlement. I don't want to tear these down because they're not real suitable for our habitation, which means that we're going to have slower growth and lots of other potential issues there. And speaking of, I'm going to tear these money buildings down because, I mean, yeah, I love the money, but we are like way ahead on money, so I'm going to put growth in on those instead to try and make it more useful. We're still replenishing here with this army, and I see an army for Archon up to the north, and then we've got another city there. But otherwise, we're making really good inroads against our enemies. I'm going to head back underground with Belegar and continue to head north. And again, we've got another infusion of money this turn, so I'm going to actually kind of start towards the bottom. We had some different settlements, like here was a gold mine. We can't build it yet until we build this, so let's do that. And then here, I'm going to put this building in just to get us a little bit of extra trade income and oath gold. If I put in a armory here, we can get more oath gold. So I really want to build on that oath gold. All right. We've got an upgrade to a dwarf hold there. Let's go ahead and do that, and then some extra growth. So we've gotten a ton of buildings underway. I believe we have moved our armies to the extent that we need to. And it is going to be time to take a look at our skill points and then end another turn. I'll go ahead and drop Blade Shield there. Actually, Rune of Grimnir is probably a good idea for us to put there. We got one more here. I'll do the same thing, Rune of Grimnir. Okay. Oh, I forgot we had our lord up here that was going to assault the Barrow Legion. But we kind of gotten torn up a little bit, so we might want to hang back by the Empire settlement here and do a little bit of replenishing, because I remember we got into a rather ugly fight. If I remember that right from the last episode. We do have the ability to put a new growth plus 30, income from all buildings. I don't have any major income buildings here. Let's just go with the control, well, and the minus to crowd. I'm not super worried about it, actually, so let's maybe... Well, tradable resources actually is pretty good. Let's do that one. And then the growth could be handy there as well. So I'm going to go ahead and end a turn. Okay, this army is ready to move on, and certainly should at this point. I'm going to go ahead and spend some upgrade money in this new Howling River Valley province. But let's take this army. And I think I'm gonna move... I'd seen an enemy army over here to my north and west, but I'm gonna go ahead and move underground over here towards Ackendorf. My allies are moving that direction as well. And then this army is still replenishing, but I feel like we could probably get on the move if we bring it out and move this direction. We'll still get a good chunk of replenishment this turn and then possibly be able to assault the city. We've got a good deal more gold to spend here. And let's go ahead and... But defend that. We should build a growth building here first. Again, I'm sitting on a ton of gold, so might be best to focus towards growth. Wow, there are so many buildings here. We need to upgrade this if we want to build them. And there's another growth building. That one will stick with public order. We've got a couple of the key buildings here. It's the only one available there. And then at Dingo Crags we can upgrade that. And then I think I'm going to put in this building that increases my trade resources. Gives us a single oath gold too. The amount of oath gold we have is climbing. It's starting to get a lot more rapid, and we want to focus on that now too, because the oath gold is going to bring immense power to us in the form of, you know, forged items.
Moving out.
Okay, Lord's not moved, so Brock Ironpick is pretty much ready to get back in a fight, and we're here to help defend our Empire allies. So I'm going to scooch up here and try and get eyes on Grunberg. I have it. And I don't see any more enemies up there, so we might be able to get the Empire back in control of Grunberg. So I was able to get through the turn end. We didn't have any major issues during the turn end. I was able to finish some replenishment here. We're only missing like maybe one entity for the entire army. I'm going to go ahead and move up underground. And... Ooh, I knew they would have more armies up here, and we found it. That's a pretty tough one, too. We should be able to hold off, though. Like, if they come attack me, we should be okay. I said that last time, though, and we ended up in a brutal fight, so we'll see whether or not my predictions hold true. It looks like our allies are sieging Moslak there, so the border princes are kind of... I think they're actually called the Southern Realms in this mod, but they are getting after our mutual enemies there.
Beards in belts.
Move up here and further pressure Archon. Okay, so we've got Archon under some serious pressure. And let's once again go and take a look at what we can build. So we wanted growth there. We've taken care of that. Varenka Hills, we can put more growth there as well. Southern World's Edge, we got a settlement upgrade. And again, we got to go to tier 5 to get the building we want here, so let's do that. And we have not built a runesmith chain here. So let's do that because that'll provide us more oath gold as well. And then, let's see, we've still got a fair bit of money. We can increase our iron output. And then at the Iron Peaks, we have a settlement upgrade. Those settlements are now very cheap. I'm guessing that's probably because of the research that we've done. I could do the trinket thing, we make extra income, but I honestly think I'm going to put this one in, grab that little bit of extra tariff, and tradable resources, oath gold. And then we have a little bit of recruiting capability back there. And then we need to move these armies ever forward.
It is time.
So we're kind of pushing towards our enemies. We have research available. Let's think about what we want to go for here. Diplomatic relations with other dwarves would be good because we want to achieve confederation. So I'm going to run these 2 bits of research. And it is apparently time to end our turn. Well, during our turn end, we were attacked. And I realized that this army is right up in the thick of battle. And they are actually the ones that needed the Iron Warden tankers and stuff. They don't have it. And it says the vampires are going to beat us. And last time I scoffed at that idea. And then they nearly did. So I should probably take them seriously at this point. I think that would be a good idea. At least. Oh crap, they've got reinforcements coming from behind me too. That is really bad. Like, that is not what we want. They're gonna have reinforcements on the other side of the map, and they're gonna have some coming from right behind me. Alright, the battle's starting, and honestly we're caught in a bit of an awkward position because we have those reinforcements coming from behind us. Vampires are exceptionally difficult to quick route unless you get just the right circumstances, which basically means you have to like immediately dumpster their lords, and then you have to like start ripping through key units in a big hurry. And this other army that's coming on, as you can see, is rather large, and this is kind of what I figured would happen. They just immediately dive bombed into me, and they're hitting me hard all from one direction here, which not unexpected. I'm going to buff my characters over here, and we've got a bit of a situation. I'm going to target some of these larger units that are fighting over here, and I'm going to target these Vargulfs. Our Slayers are ripping through the enemy dragon, and we're just going to have to do our best. Oh man, they terror-routed our engineer. Hopefully he'll come back from all this. Don't go off the battlefield, because you're going to carry all that extra ammo with him. Come on. There we go. I'm going to bring him back here and keep him safe. Alright, Quarrelers are turned that direction. And I'm going to, again, target a Vargulf. That's going to be one Vampire Lord handled. Vargulf is going to drop in a big hurry. We've got to drop that Vargulf. Okay, I'm going to drop that Master Necromancer. And now I'm going to turn these cannons, trying to turn them back the other direction. Go ahead and fill up our ammunition there. Okay, we dropped the Master Necromancer. The vampires are stalling out a little bit back here. Not entirely, though. I need a little bit of help, and this would be the help. Oh yeah, this vampire army over here is crumbling because of the leadership loss and then the damage that we're dealing them. Let's slow this dude down and target him. I'm gonna target some of these Crypt Horrors out here. I'm gonna bring a Slayer unit back over here and then try and back these Quarrelers up just a little bit. Okay, I think we've kind of stopped the bleeding. over on that flank, and that's good. That was a very powerful army that we had bearing down on us in a big hurry. I'm trying to kill these necromancers because they provide additional leadership to the enemy forces, but they're kind of playing hard to get. They're not very big targets, and I'm having trouble really focus firing them with my crossbows. Come on, hang on over here, guys. Alright, that was not smart. I really didn't want you all the way back in the midst of that fight. Let's go ahead and start transferring more ammunition over. Smoke bomb all these guys. Oh crap, we got a bat attack that's probably going to come in on our guys here. I'm firing into some of the large units. We got Black Knights and Cryptors over here. More Black Knights, more Cryptors. I'm going to target the Cryptors. Crap. Somehow these guys broke through me over here. They're attacking my Quarrelers. Try and ward them off as best I can. And I have to continue to try and cause as much damage to the enemy as I can. Is there anything large I can target? I don't know. Like, this is really frustrating that those vampires got through me over here. They're going to continue to get through me over here. I've got to do something about this flank, but I really just don't have any reinforcements to spare.
No shoddy contraptions here.
Okay. We're having trouble getting our cannons to do much either. I might target those necromancer. I don't know. Maybe see if we can get a lucky targeting on those guys. That would be spectacular. Alright, let's bring these Slayers over here to help stem this. They're killing a bunch of my Quarrelers. It's not good. I'm gonna try and remove some of my Quarrelers from that fight, and then we just lost another unit here. I don't have healing on these leader units, unfortunately. Alright, I am hitting their leadership over here, so my Quarrelers are a little bit bottled up, unfortunately. I'm gonna try and put some hurt into those Cairn Wraiths. I am pretty desperate at the moment. One of those Master Necromancers is about to plot. Alright, that made a difference right there. So another brutal fight against the vampires, and we are going to pull out a victory, albeit we kind of pulled it out of our butt here. That was a desperate fight. That was a desperate fight indeed, but our dwarves fought valiantly, and they got the job done. Alright, I'm going to grab the extra Oath Gold from that battle. That'll put us back up to 100. We got quite a bit of loot from that battle as well, which is certainly a benefit. Certainly a benefit. Glad to have it. We are going to work our way through this turn end. Military alliance with the Central Confederacy. Definitely makes sense. So let's go ahead and do that. They're offering us money for it.
What brings you before the Heir of London?
The South Confederacy wants a non-aggression pact. I'm just making sure they don't have any stupid wars that, you know, like if I make friends with them, that we're going to end up kind of annoying someone else. So winning these battles against the vampires definitely helps us towards our campaign objective, which is to wipe out, like, the vampire ascendancy.
Time for a reckoning.
And boy, we are still just right in the thick of it here at Grunberg. And if I attack and take Grunberg, we may not really end up in a better position.
Grudges will be settled. Onward.
I think I'm just going to enter an encamped stance.
For war.
Or
By the grudge bearer's will.
I could head underground and get back into the Reichland. But I'm not replenishing for some stupid reason. Foreign territory?
For the wisdom of
Or an allied territory? Alright, whatever. That's not ideal, what just happened there. That army continues to end up in danger just about every other turn. Like, I keep thinking that we're going to end up in a better position, and then we just absolutely don't. But, you know, whatever. We're just going to have to deal with it. I'm going to move up over here. It looks like they beat back the Central Confederacy here. I can attack this army that's outside the settlement and pull all the Tomb Kings out here for an easy kill, and then just occupy the settlement. Ooh, we get 25 oath gold out of that as well. And I think one thing I'm gonna go ahead and do, as soon as I get just a little bit more oath gold, I'm gonna go ahead and make a couple of old guard tankards and stick them on those guys that are fighting up in the Reichland, because they need those bad right now. Hang on, wait a minute. What kind of troops do we have in this army? Yeah, Longbeards, Hammers. I actually have kind of a mix. It's unfortunate because it would require me to get all these, but that'll work for now. And then, let's see here. Sharpened Weapons is a good one to have.
Let us begin.
And Wanderer, so our Thane. Let's go with Scarred Veteran. And we got Inquiring Mind. We've finished up Axe Lord and Tactician. Let's go with Blessed by Grungni and Dawi Firepower. Those are always good ones to have. Let's see here. We want to sharpen weapons. Get some Forge Fire.
Aye.
Scarred Veteran.
Summon me if you dare.
Seer Sapper. Let's go missile strength buff on him. Okay. Think we have taken care of the skill points. You know what's funny? I haven't even looked at the Book of Grudges in a long time, and it's because it's just not interesting. So I am very hopeful that they'll upgrade the Book of Grudges to something that piques the player's interest, because right now it kind of just feels like a waste. Alright, North Gormandy Mountains. Iron Peaks, we can crank up the iron output yet again. Another Oath Gold building there. Crooked Mountains, so that'll give us more Oath Gold. And we have finally caught up. I cannot build anything else right now, and it's not because of lack of money. It's just sheer completionism at the moment. Kind of looking for the best place to have this. Wow, there's a lot of territory potentially to build it. Let's build it at Karazakarak. Okay. And we have another outpost available here with the Cult of Sigmar. I don't know that we need these outposts per se, but wow, these guys don't have crap. They need this outpost a lot worse than I need it. Okay. Let's go ahead and end yet another turn. And this looks like an easy win, so I'll take it. Alright, we were able to get through the turn end. We took Ackendorf right on that turn end as well. So that's going to be a good capture for us. Ironbeard, Keeper of the Gate, Wanderer.
Armed and ready.
What does this do if I... Sorry, I meant to go to this guy here. It's a Thane. Stock, Snipe. Ranger units. None of these are going to be super useful. Guess we'll throw that one in. Yeah, I don't think any of those are going to be massively useful to that army. It depends. Like, I would have to switch up my troop types a little bit to really take advantage of it. When I look at this army, though, it's Quarrelers, Longbeards. See, I just don't even have any of the units in this case. Yeah, not a lot here. This is going to make a lot of sense. I don't know, I'll just throw Wonder on there, because I might want to upgrade these guys to Bugmans with the kind of fights that we just keep getting in up there, because Bugmans would certainly be a little more helpful at the moment. Alright, I'm going to have to replenish. I'm going to move back here closer to... I really should be hiding next to this settlement, because it's going to have a larger garrison there to help protect me. But at least we're able to replenish at the moment. That's something. Wish we were doing better with that army. I mean, hey, we're killing vampires. I don't know if we're really making a lot of inroad yet, but we are killing vampires, so I guess we're at least fulfilling that objective. We have a special building that we've already got there, so, or a landmark, whatever we want to call it. Let's put in this one. This one, so I'm going to crank out some more Oath Gold production there. And then we've got construction to get going there, and we got lords that need to move, so Belegar is still rushing north.
I'm going.
He's got the army right behind him.
What? For the wisdom.
We're still doing a little bit of replenishing and taking control there, but we've basically cut a swath through Archon, mostly. We have a little bit more territory to work through him, but then we can get up here and help Balthasar start to chew into Sylvania, and Carrot Kadrin is chewing into them as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at our quick deals.
Yes? What?
Oh, there's a lot of trade agreements.
Greetings, stranger.
Okay, we're safe here. Balanced offers.
Indeed.
Let's bounce out of there. Let's go back to quick deal.
All right.
All right. Initiate
You have a
diplomacy,
proposal? We are willing
military
to hear it.
alliance. Again, just making sure none of these guys have dumb wars.
Agreed.
We are basically making
Anad?
an alliance, like an alliance of the good teams, quote unquote, right? The good side. I say quote unquote because it's the Warhammer world, and is there really like a good faction? I mean,
Day.
I don't know about that. I love how everybody else making deals with me, but Karak Ziflin's like, nah, I don't know about any military alliance we have here. They don't have any stupid wars either, so this is all looking good.
All right.
So that's going to be more trade agreements. The Daughters of the Forest, I guess, got jealous of everybody else we're trading with, or we just don't have enough to interest them anymore.
I am ready to parley. I hope your words are wise.
I hope your words are wise. All right, there we go.
Say so.
And then
Who
let's
calls?
check other
By the
quick
light of
deals.
the lady.
Coron is willing to offer us. Yeah, I don't see any stupid wars for them either. Let's go ahead and take them up on that
Welcome.
offer.
Do you bring? I shall.
Okay.
Honor before glory.
My knowledge is yours.
Cult of Sigmar is interested in a military
I
alliance.
bid you welcome in the name of the Emperor. Thy will be done.
Okay, and then
Rune Lord.
Confederation, Ironbrow's Expedition will join us, and then that would give us Thoric Ironbrow as a character, and that would be really cool because he has immensely powerful armies. So we should definitely initiate diplomacy
What
on
brings
that.
you to the halls of my ancestors?
So now we have gained Ironbrow's Expedition.
Yes.
We should have more than enough money to sustain whatever armies he had. But most importantly, let's go take a look at our new territory as well. Interesting. I don't know about the setup. Don't need that there, but we will want defenses.
Summon me.
That
if
army
you
sucks. It's an odd army. Oh, I think we were fighting against... I think he was getting beat up on by Norska.
dare. Vengeful Rune Lord.
And I'll bet he got injured. Yep. So that is why they wanted me to join with them. Is because they were getting beat up by Norska and Skaven, most likely. And like these armies are kind of in a weird cut-off position. I'm not really sure why they would be over here.
It's as good as done.
On the next turn, we can't move those, but on the next turn, we'll try and fall back out here. I don't know. It doesn't really matter what happens to these armies at the moment.
Time for a reckoning. Move my axe.
Let's go ahead and head into this army and start turning it into something useful. I might keep the Thunderers. I don't think I have a ton of use for the Trollhammer torpedoes because they're difficult to use.
For the wisdom of the layer.
I don't know if I'm going to keep the gyrocopters either. They're fun, but they're kind of like limited on ammunition, and I don't have an engineer to restock their ammunition. They're really fun when you have an engineer to restock their ammo. They're quite handy in that regard. Let's see, we're going to be here for a few turns, so I might grab some elite units. Wonder if I can cancel a building or two. That building's not super, like, needed at the moment. What else? I'm gonna cancel another building somewhere in here. Like, we don't really need that one right now either. Okay, there. Just trying to buy myself some more cash here to get some recruiting kicked off. And then grab a couple of these guys, and there's probably a couple more buildings we can wait on that. Okay. So a lot of these buildings are not, you know, just a particular hurry here. Ironbrow is going to do good with Quarrelers. So I'm going to do some Quarreler great weapons, like stack those up. We'll get like 6 of those, and then we'll put Ironbrow into this army so that we'll be ready to go there. Anyway, I think that'll probably do it. Probably for this whole episode. I think we should be good. We've got other armies to move, but we'll take care of that on the next one. Hope you all enjoyed it. We made some good progress. Heir of Carthage, signing out for now. I'll see you soon with some more.